Hello, I'm Nancy Perlman. On this edition of Eco News, we travel to the state of Orissa in India. In the capital city of Bhubaneswar, we visit a fair presented by ethnic minority tribes who share their song, dance, and culture. And we are also guests at a traditional Hindu wedding. Stay with us for the festivities. Before I joined the wedding party for Rajrajawari Kumari and Kalyan Nanda, I watched the musicians get ready for a one-hour procession. At the beginning, and just getting ready, just starting. The ritual here, very important. I get to enjoy one day out of the 4-day ceremony with members of the groom's family. First, I see the groom getting ready with his special barber, preparing his hair and outfit, and then his traveling to the procession. The groom's aunt plays a vital role and is proud to show off her special henna tattoos.
We are at almost the last day of the wedding. This is the actual wedding ceremony will take place today. We're here at the girl's hometown, and we as the groom's side have come from our hometown to have the wedding ceremony here. We brought about 300 people with us because the girl's family is hosting, so we don't like to burden them with so many. But when we ourselves will have our reception in our hometown, it'll have about 3,000 people.
Arriving at the BBS Club, each guest is greeted with flowers. Guests are encouraged to enjoy one of the many meals of the day.
So the names of the dishes, I think we have dal, a mutton curry, and some chapati, and some mushrooms, and some other incredible food.
तेरे घर आया मैं आया तुझको लेने दिल के बदले में दिल का नजराना देने तेरे घर आया मैं आया तुझको लेने दिल के बदले में
The colorfully decorated bride enters with her entourage. She joins the groom for a 2-hour service. I find out that this is a shortened version from the longer, more complex ceremony. The various symbolic rituals and spoken rites are fascinating, even if one does not understand Hindi. Throughout the ceremony, the Hindu priest directs the bride and groom what to say and do. He also reads from religious texts. I learn about other symbols and traditions. The swastika symbol is thousands of years old and means good luck. We're here watching the wedding ceremony. They're conducting all sorts of rituals, and the families are all involved. And it's been a long ceremony, but very, very fascinating. Wonderful family. They have been so kind to me. It's so great. It's a wonderful event. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
दूल्हे का सेहरा सुहाना लगता है, दूल्हे का सेहरा सुहाना लगता है, दुल्हन का।
One niece touches the feet of her uncle to show respect.
Did he give you a blessing?
Oh, you're giving her an interview? We actually danced 2 days before the wedding when we were putting henna. So that's when we all danced.
That's the mehendi.
Yeah, all the girls put it.
That's the mehendi.
We call it mehendi.
Does it take long to put on?
It takes around an hour to put it, and then we're supposed to keep it for
4 to 5 hours.
yeah, till it gets dried.
So this custom is when the bride is putting henna to keep her entertained, everybody else dances and sings songs
Yeah.
and have fun, and it's such a
Basically
lovely
fun.
occasion.
My new friends, they're cousins to the bride. They're all related to the bride. I won't try and keep track.
And no one has the same costume. You should have a different costume in the wedding day. It's necessary. It's mandatory. It's a joy, happiness. It indicates that we are in peace. We love. We're happy with everything that we have.
After the ceremony, the bride and groom receive visitors who present gifts. And of course, everyone enjoys the music and food at the party. The next day, I sightsee at a few of the hundreds of ancient historic Buddhist and Hindu temples and villages. My guide explains some of the significance of the caves at the Twin Hills.
My name is D.K. Mahapatra. We are right down the foot of the historical Twin Hills, Khandagiri and Udayagiri. Coming to first Udayagiri, Udayagiri is defined or described as the heel of the sunrise. Khandagiri is said to be the heel of the sunset. The height of Khandagiri from the road level up to the crest where the Jaina temple stands is 123 feet, 123. And that of Udayagiri is 110 feet, 110, as per the Archaeological Survey, Government of India. These twin hills, Khandagiri and Udayagiri, they are famous for the monolithic rock-cut rainy retreats of the Jaina monks, mostly carved out during the reign of the famous Chedi dynasty king or Mahamegha Bahana dynasty king, Emperor Aira Kharavela, during 1st century BC, 1st century before. As you know, from the pinnacle of these twin hills, Khandagiri and Udayagiri, Emperor Aira Kharavela preached Jainism to the Kalinjans. There are quite a good number of caves in both the hills. With time and tide, many of them have been completely ruined. Among the existing ones, the unimportant ones have been abandoned and the important ones have been numbered. It is the local name available from time to time has been given to this cave. The earlier temple existed behind the present one. The old structure is demolished. This recent one built by a Parmar family in association with a Parmar family station at Cuttack in the recent past. Coming to Udayagiri, kindly have a look right after 60 to 70 steps from the ground floor. There is a centrally located, comparatively a big cave known as Hathi Gumpha, H-A-T-I, translated as Elephant Cave. Through the cave, you will find few lines seen written in Brahmi script in Pali language called Magadhi Prakriti, the then regional language. And that contains the famous rock inscriptions of Emperor Aira Kharavela covering his 13 years of rule. Now we are first going to visit the famous Raja Rani temple, built during 11th century AD, earlier known as Indreshwara temple, dedicated to Lord Shiva. The sandstone with which this temple has been built, it was locally called Raja Rania. It's a temple built out of temple. It's a conglomerate of the miniature replica of the same. I mean, a cluster of Anga Sikharas put together. This Rajarani temple is nicely maintained by the Archaeology Department, Government of India, and it is, I should say, well preserved. It is noted for its well preserved 8 guardian deities of the 8 quarters, beginning from Indra, Agni, Jamo, that is the god of death, Nairuta or Nairiti, and Varuna, Vayu, Kubera, Isana. These divinities, I mean these 8 guardian deities of the 8 quarters, you can look at them right on the corners of the lower Jangha, clad in the diaphanous drapery. They all stand on lotuses with their respective mounts below. On 13th April 1948, following the construction of the capital here, Bhubaneswar has been practically divided into 2 parts. The new Bhubaneswar, also called the new capital, which we have left behind, and the other part called Old Bhubaneswar, which is otherwise famous as the city of temples and tanks, traditionally called the cathedral city of India.
At another temple, priests and monkeys greet visitors. Throughout India, sacred cows are everywhere. And we journey to some other religious locations. We purchase our tickets to see the rock edicts of Osaka, which are part of the over 2,000-year-old Buddhist inscriptions made by the Emperor Osaka and found throughout India. The focus is on religious, social, and moral precepts. They are written in Pali and Greek. At other Buddhist sites, we see lovely statues of Buddha and other beautiful sculptures and stupas. visit a cultural festival that features the song, dance, food, and crafts of many of the minority tribes of eastern India.
निश्चय ना आगो माँ को बंदना टिके हो
ये होची सोनियारो झिल देव दुर्बलियाटे देखा जाउची हाथीर रोग प्रतिरोधक
The various tribes have even built displays with small miniature houses and gardens to present what it is like in their villages.
Did you like the festival?
Yeah, of course. I'm a journalist here.
Oh, are you?
That's why I asked.
Oh, good. And what did you like about this tribal festival?
Okay, this is very unique way to tell people what our indigenous things about our local people, the primitive tribes and everything.
And what did you find special?
Everything, almost everything here. The crowd and the guests, the tribals and the products they have brought from their land. Everything.
Namaste. Namaste.
मैडम आमर नमस्कार करो आमर नमस्कार करो गोडाई पोजिशन नहीं ना जुहार करो ये आमर पोजिशन नहीं हो বাস ঈশ্বর নে সাইডু নে গড করো সমস্ত ঠিক আছে হ্যাঁ সিয়াড়ু ট্রেডিশনাল
Back on the street, we watch another wedding procession. This time the musicians' carts have colorful lights to guide them through the streets. The traditional songs and dances of India are beautiful, and being invited to a traditional Hindu wedding was such an honor. I look forward to returning to India to become immersed in more cultural events. On behalf of EcoNews, I'm Nancy Perlman, wishing you a natural, unspoiled environment.